Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me in, and the second you leave, I call you right back to check for monsters in my streets.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Lavinia and I post beauty videos regarding makeup and skincare multiple times a week. So if that's something you're interested in, I'd love for you to join my channel by hitting the big red subscribe button, and make sure to also hit the notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a new video, which is Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. But today we're going to be doing a skincare test. I love doing these skincare tests here on my channel since I do have dry, acne-prone, sensitive skin, and I love to try to find products that work for me, and also after I try them, give my recommendations and suggestions to you guys so that you can make a more informed decision when buying the product. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing the Inkey Niacinamide serum. Now, I have been using niacinamide for a very long time now, almost a year actually, and that was the ordinary niacinamide. I actually went through a full tube of the 30 milliliters, and I just upgraded it to the 60 mil, and I'm already like a good portion through it. I love niacinamide. If you don't know, it's a great ingredient at calming the skin. It's great for redness, scarring, pigmentation, kind of regulating sebum and oil production. So it's a very suitable ingredient for dry and oily skin, and especially sensitive skin like me. It really calms down the redness in my skin, kind of helps with my acne, scarring, and overall smooths the appearance of my skin. So it's one of my favorite ingredients, honestly. And after trying the Ordinary's niacinamide, I was curious to see how the Inkey List one compared. So I'm going to be testing this for 2 weeks on my skin every day and night, and then we're going to see my results from there. So like always, let's get into the information about the product first. So this says it is formulated for all skin types, which is good to hear, and it is best for everyone. And then they put seriously in parentheses. That's kind of funny. This is going to help to even skin tone and control the appearance of oil, just like I mentioned before. And then what I love about the Inkey List packaging is it's so informational. So we have the sun and the moon here, which says that you can use it night and day, and it says to apply this on cleansed skin, like a pea-sized amount on the face and neck. And if using with other serums, layer in any order. Usually just layer in the order of what you want to target. And this is a 10% niacinamide, which the ordinary one was also 10%. And this is also formulated with 1% hyaluronic acid, whereas the ordinary one was formulated with 1% zinc. I personally do like zinc in my skin routine because it helps with that redness and pigmentation. But I'm interested to see how this one will kind of work differently since it doesn't have that zinc in there. So yeah, I think that is all the information on the product. So let's get into trying this out. So I'm going to open this up. First of all, this was sold out for so long on the website. I would check all the time because I knew this was a product I really wanted to try. But here is the bottle. Actually super cute, and this comes with 30 milliliters as well, so you're getting the same amount of product. And the other thing I want to say about this is it's so inexpensive. The Inkey List is such an affordable brand, which I love because I don't think skincare should be so expensive. People think that you need to have, you know, the money to have a good skincare routine, but brands like this really prove that you don't, and that you can find amazing products at low prices. So I love that. Now, the Inkey List does have this awesome feature where you can open up the box, and it actually gives you an instruction guide on the product of how to apply it in the right order. So that's really, really handy. I'm gonna go take off my makeup, cleanse my skin. Since that is the first step, I'm just gonna be using my CeraVe foaming cleanser to do so. All right, so I am back barefaced now and just finished cleansing my skin. So here's what my skin looks like right now. Honestly, my skin is doing really, really good. I do have a lot of scarring right here, which is pretty deep, and I'm hoping to see maybe some improvements when using this. One active pimple right now, which is awesome. So other than that, my skin's doing pretty good. So I'm going to start off my skin routine with the Ordinary Lactic Acid 10% plus HA. I really like this stuff because it gives me just kind of a daily exfoliation that's not too much for my skin. This would be the time where I'd go in with my Ordinary niacinamide, but we're going to be using the Inkey List one instead today, of course. Yeah, I do like this packaging. I think it's a lot easier to use and less contamination because there's no dropper. So I'm going to do like 2 drops. I was expecting it to be more clear, but it does have a bit of like a whitish tint to it. So it's a little thicker in consistency, I would say. A little bit more on the sticky side compared to the ordinary, and that might be because this one has that hyaluronic acid in there instead. But I don't mind the stickiness because it usually goes down in a few minutes. And then my last step for serums would be some hyaluronic acid. And for the last steps of my routine, I go in with the Inkey Succinic acid acne treatment. This is probably the best treatment I've found for acne spots. It's really amazing. I have all these products that I'm using linked down below if you guys want to check them out. Those links do help me a little bit, but no pressure at all in using them. And I also do have videos, individual videos on each of these products that will also be linked down below if you guys are interested. Now that my acne treatment is on, I'm going to wait a couple minutes till I apply my moisturizer, but I use the CeraVe Moisturizing Lotion. So far, I did really like the texture of this first impression wise. I feel like this might be a better option for a niacinamide if you have drier skin, since it has the hyaluronic acid in there as opposed to the zinc, but we'll have to see. So I'll check in with you guys in a couple days. Alright guys, so third day update is currently March 12th, 7:44 a.m. I'm just about to go through my morning routine. Here's what my skin looks like. So in the morning, my first step is the niacinamide. So here we go. And just kind of rub it in first. This one doesn't like foam up like the ordinary one as much, so I feel like I don't need to tap it as much. And as I said, this one kind of gives you that sticky feel, and I think that's because of the hyaluronic acid, which I honestly don't mind, because if I'm not wearing any makeup that day, I really don't care if my face feels a little tacky, and it usually settles down after I apply like moisturizer and everything. Or if I'm wearing makeup that day, it usually just gives that additive like stickiness for your makeup to stick to. Then I'm just going to take some hyaluronic acid from the Ordinary. Alright, so now I'm just going to go on with the Inkey Succinic acid. Anywhere where I'm kind of breaking out. And then I let that acne treatment sink into my skin for about 5 minutes. Then we apply my CeraVe Moisturizing Lotion and then the Neutrogena SPF 50. All the products I use in my skincare routine will be linked down below. Now, if you choose to shop from those links, they do help me out a little bit, but no pressure at all there. Just letting you know about that. So far I'm really liking the niacinamide. I love how it makes my skin feel moisturized while still having those niacinamide properties. So yeah, this is day 3 and I will update you guys in a few days. Good morning guys. It has currently been a full week of me using the Inkey niacinamide. So I'm going to apply this all over the face, and what I've noticed is this one doesn't foam as much as the ordinary one, so I can just kind of rub it on instead of pat it on, which is kind of nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna go on with the rest of my skin routine now. Alright, so my skin routine is now done. I've really been liking the niacinamide, but I'm gonna continue testing it out for another week and we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, so I just finished washing my face and now it's time to do my skincare routine. Right before I wash my face, I just did 5 minutes of my microcurrent treatment. I already posted a video on this. I've been doing it every like 2 to 3 days just to kind of keep my skin in check and keep like the blood flowing and everything. I have really been liking it, but now it is the morning right now, so I'm not going to do like an exfoliating product like lactic acid. I'm going to go straight in with the Inkey niacinamide, since this is what I've been testing for the past 2 weeks here. And my skin is a little red and irritated, so I find niacinamide always helps to kind of calm it down. Alright, so I'm just going to go in with some hydrating serums and then a moisturizer and SPF to finish off my routine. Alright, so this is the end of the 2-week period, so let's talk about my final thoughts on the Inkey niacinamide now. Alright, so first of all, what I did really like that this had hyaluronic acid in it. I found that it made it a little bit more moisturizing, and if you're someone who suffers with dry skin like me and niacinamide has the potential to dry out your skin, I think the added hyaluronic acid in here just really really balances everything out and just makes it a really nice combo where it kind of calms your skin down, takes down the redness, but also helps with that added moisture and everything like that. Now, something I did miss in this niacinamide is the zinc. So as I said before, the ordinary niacinamide does have zinc in here, 1% zinc instead of the hyaluronic acid. And I do think the zinc does actually really help my skin at just taking down redness, inflammation, also, you know, helping with my scarring. So I did find my skin was a little bit more red over these 2 weeks without that zinc in there. But of course it is kind of a trade-off, right? That zinc is gonna kind of maybe dry out your skin a little bit more than the hyaluronic acid was. So with that aspect, I kind of like both, and I wish I could like put them together, but then, you know, it would be kind of contradicting. I feel like this is perfect for me at night just because I do go in with like heavier serums and creams at night, so my skin's a little bit more moisturized. But during the day, I loved this one. Or even, you know, if you have a simpler routine and like I usually use hyaluronic acid on the side, you know, as a side product. But if you're someone who wants a very simple routine and you don't like combining as many serums, I think this is awesome because it has the hyaluronic acid in here. It also has that niacinamide, and you just get a great blend. I personally really like this, and I think if you have more dry skin, you might really enjoy this. Better like starter niacinamide than the ordinary one. I find this one a little bit more powerful. But I did really like this. I probably will make a full video comparing these side by side, going more in depth ingredient versus ingredient to really let you guys know the difference. But that's kind of my overall comparison between the two in this video. But I think this is an amazing product. And I really love the packaging of this, like as opposed to the glass bottle of this. I think this is easier to travel with, and it's just easier to use because it has the cap and you just put it right into your hand, whereas the dropper, you know, if you're touching it to your face, you risk contamination and all that. So did really like how easy this was to apply. I also really like that this doesn't like create that foamy whiteness on your face when you're blending it in. Like the ordinary one, I have to tap that one in or it just gets too crazy, whereas this one, you know, you can just rub it in and it doesn't really go white like that on the face. So I really like that. It's very smooth, and it also has a bit of that stickiness in there because of the hyaluronic acid, making my skin very moisturized. My skin was not dry at all when using this, so that was a really nice added feature. So yeah, that's like my overall thoughts on the niacinamide here. I think it did do a good job. It did what it's supposed to do. As I said, the only thing I noticed in my skin that wasn't that great was that added redness because I wasn't using as much zinc, but I didn't notice anything else. Like I didn't notice any breakouts from it, and sometimes niacinamide can cause some breakthrough acne right when you start using it, but I didn't notice any of that, so I did really enjoy it. So that's it for this 2-week trial, guys. If you want to see more of my skincare videos, they'll all be linked down below in a playlist, as well as any of the products I mentioned in this video will be all linked down below. So if you're interested in shopping any of these products, you can use the links I have in the description box, and they do help me a little bit, so I would really appreciate it. If you enjoy these skincare videos, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and also make sure you turn on my post notifications so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And yeah guys, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me in